like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels.
She wearing heels, girl, you know I like them heels. When she's walking in them heels, sex appeal, so revealing, so hypnotic, so exotic. She's as sexy as she feels when she's walking in them heels. She's walking in them heels.
It's like, what's your name? Better than ass like that to blow the picture out the frame. Mommy stay reppin' whenever she step in. Shorty stay fly even during the recession. Long as the hilltop match the dress. I don't care if it's top shelf or feel good to pay less. Shape of a bottle with the walk of a model. Damn, she so mean when she puffin' on that green. Maybe it's the jeans or maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's me or maybe it's you or maybe it's the Jimmy Choo. Lil' mama stay bossin' whatever it take. From New York to Texas on up to Salt Lake. Even at the market, it's like the red carpet. Everywhere she goes like a fashion show. See, I'm a go-getter and she a go-getter. Got ice as cold as winter day, you leave your chick with us. Come on.
Heels, girl, you know I like them heels. When she's walking in them heels, sex appeal, so revealing, so hypnotic, so exotic. She's as sexy as she feels when she's walking in them heels. She's walking in them heels.
I like your confidence, sexiness, all of that is evident. Stepping real smooth like you stepping for the president. Heel hit the ground, body started settling. Ass started shaking, I almost gave you some medicine. Body looking delicate, smooth, elegant. Perched in them heels, relaxing like a pelican, yeah. Girl, you know I like to win. Body looking like a S, watch it as it bends. Go ahead and snake, move like a python. Body too sexy, girl, leave them lights on. Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. You know I got the right one, baby. Ray Charles. She rocking Christian Louboutins, all those pouting. Hard as a mountain, body arched, squirting like a fountain. Once, even twice, but tell me who's counting heels.
It's on me still. See, I be climbing up them hills like Jack and Jill, but I ain't shooting for no water. Nah, it's more like a son or a daughter. I ain't got a spoiler. Look, I'ma pay her own bills, homie, you bet that. I just get behind her and tell her to back. Bend her over slightly and give it a tap. He'll sending me Morse codes, telling me to tap that. Twisted in the head, got me twisted like a dread. Take them heads over heels and put them heels over head. Yeah, you heard what I said. Shorty bout bread, and if you think the cat's bad, just look at that ass. In the East Coast, they be like on the real son. In the South, they be like, shorty got a fat one. In the Midwest, little mama go fed. In the West, she be jerking all over the bed. Come on.
She wearing heels, girl, you know I like them heels. When she's walking in them heels, sex appeal, so revealing, so hypnotic, so exotic. She's as sexy as she feels when she's walking in them heels. She's walking in them heels.
I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels. I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels. I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels. I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels.
All right. We are back at it again. I believe episode 4 now. I am your host, Marcus, a.k.a. on Total Comedy. Just call me Baby. We are here in the building. Thank you very much for being here. Could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We got another great show once again. We got some new faces as well. So let us go ahead and get right into it and get to introducing this guy I've known for quite a while. Good fella, holds it down, real upstanding guy. Please give it up for the homie TERYL. All right, there we go. All right, and then I also have another individual who is here for the very first time as well. Please give it up for BLKSUNFLWA. What it do? hey, back it up a little bit. All right. We also got, another guy who has been here consecutively. Please give it up for the big homie, the one and only. Please give it up for Steve, man. Thank you for coming through. Right now, it seems like my internet is running over. There it is. All right. That is the panel for today. How are you guys doing? As you see, we do have a slot that's open for Vanessa. She was working. I had somebody else come in. They canceled. They were under the weather, so we brought in Vanessa. She was gracious enough to bless us again with another appearance. So whenever she gets a chance to jump in, she will jump in. But TERYL, man, how's it been? How you doing?
What's happening?
What's
Oh man, I'm out here cooling,
Oh,
feeling good,
oh
blessed.
man, that's a beautiful thing.
It's good
I
to be
love
here,
it.
man.
I love to hear it. And Black Sunflower, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Oh,
How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. I'm loving what you're
That's
doing
what's
with
up.
your hair.
I'm gonna really need one of them hats, bro.
This was reserved. We're gonna hit you with the merch link. Only a certain few got it already, and some got it on the way. So that was a special shout out to the individuals that helped me the first day, man. I really do appreciate you. And Steve is one of them guys. Steve, what's going on, man?
Man, I'm cooling. I'm cool and glad to be here again.
Man, I am glad to have you, man, for the fourth time, man. God dang, we moving. We doing it, Steve. Steve, we doing it, baby. Woo! All right. Yes. Hey, what up? How are you doing today, ma'am? How's everybody? We are doing good. Thank you for asking. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this thing. You know what I mean? We're going to start off like we usually do. I'm going to hit you guys with some icebreaker questions, just something to just lighten the mood or whatever before we get into the heavy stuff, because it's coming. We got some heavy stuff today. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So my first question is going to be for TERYL. Let me find my thing. Right now, my internet is acting up right now, so I am a little bit slow, and I do apologize for that. But TERYL, I'm going to ask you, man, give me, what are 2 truths and 1 lie about you, man?
2 truths, 1 lie.
Yes.
I have 4 kids. I was in the Air Force, and let me see. I was I have a Cadillac.
A Cadillac. You got one of them caddies, man? Or maybe you don't. I don't know. Black Sunflower, please tell me which one of those was a lie.
The Cadillac.
Okay. I have a feeling.
It took too long.
I have a feeling Steve is gonna know the answer to this, but I'm gonna ask him anyway. Steve, what do you think the falsity was on that one?
Hey, I was gonna say the 4 kids, but the Cadillac does sound sketchy.
All right. In the comments, anybody in the comments know have an idea on which is not the one? While y'all put that in there, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you, TERYL, man. I believe it's the 4 kids, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell it.
Yeah, I don't got all them damn kids, man. It was psyops, baby. I was in your noggin. Damn kids.
See, I've known him for quite a while, so I knew that one right there off the back was a little bit fishy, but especially because I met his son. His son is a very intelligent individual, man. He's good on the game as well when we play Call of Duty. Black Sunflower, man, same question to you, madam. What are 2 truths and 1 lies about yourself?
Well, first of all, I don't lie, so let me think.
I think I found the first lie. I think I found the first one. You don't even need to go with the 2 truths. I think we found.
You lost.
You already found it.
I got let me see. I got 1 kid. I'm 32 years old, and I'm married.
All right. Let's see. Steve, man, can you point out the truth or the false? Can you tell me which one was false?
I would say that the marriage.
The marriage was false?
I would say the marriage. Possibly.
Okay. The
Because
marriage.
I can see the kid. I can see the kid.
Okay, you can see the kid, and you can see the age.
Don't put it like that, bro.
Yeah, right. Right.
He the one
Right.
said the husband. He
I'm,
said the.
I'm
I
about
didn't
to
even
hit the hang up button.
Hey, I'm just saying.
say. Okay. Before you tell us which one it is, I'm gonna ask TERYL. TERYL, which one was the lie?
Hey,
The age was the lie. All right,
yeah.
I know what it is, but I'm gonna let you tell it. Which one is the lie here?
I'm not married.
Not married. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Steve, man, god dang, come on, man. Let's go ahead and move on. We're gonna go with Steve, man. Can you give me 2 truths and 1 lie about yourself?
Man, that's a tough question. I was born in Chicago. I was in the Army and got a Lambo. Fuck it. I'll go with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I guess first?
Please do, Black Sunflower. Which one of those is the
Would it
lie?
happen to be the Lambo?
Oh man,
I
what?
was gonna go with the Army.
I'm a good.
Yeah. I think he was in the Coast Guard.
The Lambo. Wow. Yeah, I definitely didn't I didn't see that one coming. And Kay said she might be married. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why he jumped to that one so quick.
I'm engaged. I'm not married.
Okay. She also said the last one is a lie. I think so too. Marriage took too long. Okay, she must have been talking about you. That's Rachel.
Hey, boo.
All right. Excellent. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next question. The next question is, and it's gonna be for you again, TERYL. It's gonna be, if you were famous, what would you be famous for?
Backup dancer.
I can see that.
I'd be a choreographer. You know what I'm saying? Because I just be dancing all the time for no reason, and I'm hella good at it. So I feel like that's what it would be. For
Man,
sure.
because now, are you the one that do the videos? Like that dude that be doing like the little jumping thing? Is
Yeah,
that you?
I inspired that. If
You
you look
inspire?
at the
Okay,
history
it
of
was a TERYL
yeah,
inspire.
if
Okay,
you look
okay,
back,
I
Not
with you.
Dan.
yeah.
Wait. Y'all not talking about Dan?
No, he dances. He's
Oh, okay. But
Chris
I'm
Brown.
making sure you're not talking about. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Say something.
Yeah, like dance, like how, like ballet? No. Okay, so
Pick one.
pick one. You do it all.
I'll do bro. Full spectrum, baby. I'm here.
Yo, I want to see
Tap
a
dance,
plie. Let me
ballet,
see a plie.
swing.
Let me see a plie.
I can't because I got my cast on right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
'Cause
forgot about that.
I was tap dancing. I hurt my toe.
Oh yeah, them
It's
toes,
a
man.
long story.
You gotta
but
watch out for them
yeah.
corners, man. Them corners hit hard, hit different. Black Sunflower, we're gonna move on to you. If you were famous, what would you be famous for?
I'd be a TV personality.
A TV personality? I can see
Mm-hmm.
it. I can see it. Like,
Yeah.
are we talking acting? Are we talking?
I'm not funny enough to be a comedian,
Okay.
but I definitely got a lot of personality. So
Okay. I'll take that. Steve, if you were famous, what would you be famous for?
I'll go with video editing, man. It's a grind. I'm trying to get with it. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to perfect that stuff. So video editing definitely for whoever.
Awesome, man. Put it out there. Let them know what you do, man. I've seen quite a few videos that he has produced and edited, and my man got talent. He got talent, so check it out. And that is DizRiz ENT. That's where you can find him at on all social media platforms.
Yeah.
My guy.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna move on to the next
I
one.
thought you'd have said something like a Suge Knight. I just get that vibe from you. Like
Sugar. Where
you
did
gotta
that come from?
be like a Suge. So
Wait
Death
a
Row
minute.
Records.
Hey, no comment. No comment.
that was in a different life, different thing. All right. So the next question is going to be for you, Steve. I'm gonna switch it up real quick. If you had a boat, what would you name it? If you had a boat, what would you name it?
Hey, man, Lachey. I'll go with Lachey. It sounds finessey. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go with Lachey.
Okay, that sounds like if I ask, could get you in trouble. So I'm not even gonna move. I'm gonna move on to the next one. I don't know who Lachey is. Somebody in France. So there it is. It get you and me in trouble. I am not trying to have them issues. Black Sunflower. I'm gonna ask you the same question. If you had a boat, what would you name it?
It would probably be Black Sunflower.
That's real original. Yeah, okay. I see
Yeah.
that. I see
Yeah.
that. I
Mind
see
your
it.
business
I'm
stuff.
just saying.
Yeah.
It's real creative there. Black Sunflower.
Appreciate you.
No, that's a great answer. TERYL, man, if you had a boat, what would you name it?
Anchor.
Anchor. Okay.
Because I'm not taking that motherfucker nowhere. I don't do no boats.
All right, man.
It just be anchored right there. It ain't going nowhere.
I think we in the same boat. Pun intended. All right, we're gonna keep the show moving. Then I got the next question. The next question is gonna be for Black Sunflower. I'm gonna ask you this because I know you were an athletic individual. Because I know you in personally. So if you were an Olympic athlete, what sport would you compete in?
Basketball.
All right, basketball. Huh? Okay, I see you. I see you doing your thing. You know how to hoop?
Don't play with me.
Okay.
Okay.
just like your daddy. All right, we're gonna go to TERYL. TERYL, if you were an Olympic athlete, what sport would you compete in?
It could be winter or summer Olympics.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Bro, check me out. I don't know the name of it, but the one where they slide that little ice circle down and they be up the little brooms and shit. Yeah.
Right. I don't know what I think is. I don't know what that is. It's not curling.
I don't know. But that's my speed. It might be. I think so.
Is it curling? Okay, it might be curling. And Steve, man, if you were an Olympic athlete, what sport would you compete in?
It'd definitely be football. It'd definitely be football. I always had a passion for it, so football.
Okay, is that an Olympic thing?
Hell no.
I know they got basketball, but I didn't know.
I'll go with sometimes. No. Well, okay. So you said Olympic. I'll go with running track.
Running track.
You know
all right.
I ran track in high school, so yeah, I'll go with running track. Probably can't tell nowadays, but yeah, I did run track in high school.
Okay, bet that. All right, cool. We're gonna keep it pushing. TERYL, this one's gonna go to you. I'm gonna ask if you could pick one job to do forever for the rest of your life. What job would you be doing? Oh, okay. Look like he might be frozen.
I'll probably do like video game design.
So what type of video games are we talking about?
I love, man. I really enjoy first-person shooters, but I also enjoy like action RPGs. You know, I like to be out there casting spells, hunting down the undead. You know, real player stuff like that.
I'm sorry. Did you say casting spells?
Yeah, man. You know, cast a little spell, call forth some minions of mine, and go hit some dungeons and shit like that with the homies. You feel me?
Oh man, that's
like we got enough right now to be in a party. You know what I'm saying? You could be like a bard. You know, then we got like the tank and then the paladin. You know what I'm saying? Like some real funky type shit.
Man, speaking of video games, you know, that just brought me back to it's messed up. The dungeon, I think it was Dungeons and Dragons or something. What was that game where they anywho, there was a funeral. I guess the character died in real life. Did y'all remember seeing that? And
World of Warcraft.
They came and raided the freaking virtual funeral and like was just murdering everybody. What was that?
He died in real life.
Yeah, I think that person
died in real life. So everybody, line their characters up to like, pay their
Pay
respects. And
respects.
then there was a group of people that just ran through and killed everybody, and the shit was hilarious.
Dude, it was freaking hilarious and sad at the same time. Like you just seen them, just everybody in line, and they just formed an attack. Man, that's what that remind me of. That is, that is, that's terrible. That's terrible. But if you could do Black Sunflower any job, and money's not an issue, what job would that be?
Oh man. I would like my dream job would be being like a high school counselor or like a PO for juvie.
Okay, high school counselor and PO for P. You say a PO for
Yeah,
juvie?
yeah.
Okay, okay,
Parole officer.
okay, cool. So you like
Yeah.
helping out the youth?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I always got somebody kids and stuff like that, but I feel like if I could touch anybody, especially at a young age, to kind of steer them, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my dream job.
All right, man. I give it up for that one. That was a decent answer, man. We went from Dungeons and Dragons to helping out little kids, man. That's a good move. I'm not saying that your answer was terrible, Terry. I'm just saying that hers was really good.
Oh, that's what it sounds
Steve.
like, but it's good.
Hey, Steve, man, if you could pick any job to do, and you get all the money that you need, what job would that be?
I'm trying to gain my composure over here. Video editing. I'll stick with video editing, man. Terry got my head fucked up right now.
Man, that guy is a character. I tell you what. Yeah, man. But yes, video editing, man. Yes, again, he is dope at it, man. Check him out. We're gonna keep it moving, man. I believe this is gonna be the last question for you guys, for the icebreaker. But I'm gonna ask who, and again, just for the record, you guys do not have to answer any of my questions. If you do not want to answer them, you have the right to.
You're supposed to say that ahead of time.
So you have the right to remain silent. All right. You do not have to say answering these questions at any time. And also, it took a while for me to know that you have the right to remain silent. I always thought that was like a polite way to say shut up. But it's actually a right to remain silent. So for all the people out there that didn't know, you have that right. So who was your childhood crush? What actor or actress was your childhood crush? TERYL, give it to me.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. Okay,
Easy
okay.
word.
Yeah, easy.
And Mary Poppins.
Um,
Don't make that face.
No, I was
Black Sunflower. What if you who was your crush, actor or actress, at a young age?
When I answer this, y'all have to keep your jokes to yourself, okay?
Okay, I will.
I cannot make promises.
It was definitely Raz B from B2K.
I think I remember that.
And then, yeah, and let's just go on to Steve. Okay, let's just go on.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Steve. As I've been ordered to go on to you, who was your childhood crush, actress or actress? I mean, actress or actor?
Linda Carter, the first Wonder Woman, definitely.
Oh man, that's nice. That's nice. What about the new one? Does she hold a counter to her? Because I'm not really familiar with her.
She alright, but you know what I'm saying, I'm showing my age. You know.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know who I like?
I know who Marcus is one.
Okay, I had a couple of them. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know which one came first. Go ahead and give it the one that
Beyonce.
Beyonce
Beyonce
is one
was
of them.
unhealthy. That was an unhealthy obsession.
Because I was from Oklahoma. She stayed in Texas. I thought we was real closer than what we really were. So I thought it was actually a chance that we could make this happen. Like we were supposed to be together. It's trauma. It's trauma there. But there was another one, believe it or not. It was Kelly. Saved by the Bell.
Really?
Yes. Saved by the Bell?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Topanga. Period.
Oh, that's another one. Titty, titty, bang, bang. Let's let one off of that. Oh, my goodness. We are going off the rails. We are going That went left quick. We're gonna go ahead. Yes, K, it did. We are gonna go ahead and keep it moving and keep it funky. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming through and holding it down. Thank you so much, so much. Thank you to everyone that's also in the chat, man. Kay, you have been putting it down, and Rachel, you have been putting it down as well. Thank you both for being here and holding it down as well. All right, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna move into it. Woo. All right, so this is something new for me, streaming and everything like that. So I'm still trying to get the hang of everything, but today is kind of like a movie day. So I'm gonna be showing a lot of clips to you guys, and we're gonna be talking about it on the other side. All right. One of the clips, they're gonna be a lot from Dr. Richey, man. Dr. Richey from the TYT Indisputable. Man, the way he puts it down and puts his synopsis on there, and the way he speaks so eloquent about what's going on, man, it's a shout out to that guy for doing the things that he does, and I really do appreciate his work. But you will be seeing some videos from him as well. So we're gonna get right on into it. I'm gonna go ahead and start up a video real quick, and then we'll talk about it on the other side. All right.
From the state of Florida.
I'm a paramedic. Okay. You got a hold. I'm a nurse. Right just above his right. Okay, we're going to put a chest seal, okay? So bear with me, okay? Down for 10 minutes. Bring him down. Hey, open his airway, okay? Put him down on his back. Open his airway.
He has a gun. In his hand, pointing at me. Don't stop.
Drop it. Come on.
All right, so I don't know how much of my video was actually, because it seemed like it lagged a little bit, so I'm not sure if it also lagged for you guys. Did y'all see that as well?
Yeah.
Or did it play all the way through?
Yeah.
It lagged?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
It didn't show good.
So basically what I'll do is I'll give you a synopsis of what just took place here. What happened was there was an individual who was shot on the ground. There was another guy who was standing up with a gun. He wasn't pointing it. It was down low. And it was a couple cops and EMTs that was there. I think it might have just been cops there. But they were trying to help the person that was on the ground. Somebody in the background said that the guy that was standing there with the gun had a gun. So they came up to him, and then they told him to put down the gun. The guy holds up his hand without the gun and says, "Wait a minute, that's my brother." Another cop you can see come in and appears to have grabbed the gun. And when he grabbed the gun away, the other cop shot him. That is what has happened. So what's going to happen is I'm going to play another clip. Hopefully this goes all the way through, or at least you'll be able to hear it. But he's going to give the same synopsis so you can get an understanding of what's happening.
Now I'm going to give you the background. You see, the young man who was shot and killed was actually trying to protect his brother. The attacker was still at large. Now remember, Republicans are the ones who say, listen, the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. This is not the first time we've covered a good guy with a gun being killed by the police. So the Orange County Sheriff in a statement said, and I quote, "Deputies directed that man, later identified as Brian Richardson, to drop the gun. When he did not comply, one deputy fired his weapon." The argument they are going to present is a legal argument. And as I have said before, a wise teacher taught me, do not conflate what is legal to what is right.
All right, so we're back. I think they said, Kay said it played, and that is clear. Okay, good. It did not do it on my side. So hopefully at least you guys were able to hear, even if the, am I showing you? I'm gonna make sure I'm showing you, TERYL. It looks like you might be cut off on my screen. But
Okay, I thought I was...
Say again?
Yeah, he's cut off on mine too.
He's cut off on yours too? All right, I'm trying to see if he's showing up that way on the stream as well. Let me just in case. All right, there we go. Hopefully he's good. All right, so so that was the synopsis of what had taken place. So I'm just going to ask a simple question. We're going to start with you first, TERYL, and that question is basically, what went wrong?
They were both wrong. From what I could tell from the situation, there was obviously some type of altercation that turned into gunfire. Somebody was hit, or is his brother, Law enforcement is on scene. They're trying to render aid. Um, I guess his brother came out with his pistol to protect his brother who's already been hit. But at that point in time, you gotta read the situation, man. You gotta understand your environment, where you at, what's going on. As law enforcement on scene, you gotta understand shots were already fired. There's already somebody hit. Everything's gonna be heightened. So if the law enforcement tell you put your weapon down, put it down. I don't know why you have it out anyway at that moment in time. Now the response to the officer that fired the weapon, too much. He wasn't. I think he was. I think his adrenaline was exacerbated by the hype of the crowd. You know, they yelling, "Oh, he pointed at people. He's got a gun." You know, they're excited in the background, so he's gonna be at another level. But from what I could tell from the video, unfortunately, a lot of that was blurred out. Um, I didn't see him pointing it at anybody, making any type of threatening gestures or any type of hostile intent or hostile action. Um, Law enforcement deal with people that are armed all the time. Having a gun is not illegal; it's legal. Um, they could have talked. They could have used their escalation of force. I feel like they skipped some steps, and unfortunately, it ended badly.
All right, well said, well said. We're gonna move on to Black Sunflower. What do you think, in your opinion, what went wrong?
I definitely agree. Um, I was talking to my mom and she was saying, they don't know who's the bad guy, who's the good guy. You have to listen when they say put that gun down, put that gun down. And you already know. You know what I'm saying? Like you already know what can happen. And I feel like on both ends, both of their adrenaline was rushing. He's trying to, they said in the video that he was trying to also protect the officers because the guy who shot his brother was at large. But at that point, like TERYL said, like, you know, and then on top of that, there was too many people out there. There was too many, the scene wasn't blocked off. It was too many people interacting, and you can't do that when the officers are trying to do their job and something that serious. Mm-mm.
All right,
It was
as
just,
she
yeah.
said. All right, do not do that.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Don't do,
Mm-mm.
don't do that. Don't be scared. Steve, man, I'm gonna pass it on to you. Same question, man. You seen what happened? You seen how it played out? What went wrong there?
Hey, I totally agree with the panel on this one, man. The cop, he panicked, and like everybody said, that adrenaline was flowing. You know what I'm saying? Like they should have cordoned off that area. You know, when they arrived to the scene, they should have. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I thought that was like rule number one when it comes to police, to like move everybody back so they can actually see what the hell's going on versus having everybody gathered around in the gaggle. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with that. And like looking at the video too, I think the mom, she lost both of her sons that day. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the cops should be tried, you know what I'm saying, for taking matters and, you know what I'm saying, and not thinking of his military or police training. He should be tried, you know, just like any other individual, you know what I'm saying, for homicide, you know. So I really think the mom should be compensated just to stay on
Okay,
track.
okay, okay. I see where you're coming from, man. I have to agree with that. Um, because we often see these situations, like they said, only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun, and there has been plenty of stories where you see good guys with guns that stop the bad guys with guns get shot and killed by the police that came up. So why is it? Why does it seem that um a lot of cops seem to get freaked out by the mere sight of a gun? Why is that? I'm gonna give that to you, Terrell.
I mean, because of the damage and loss of life that they can cause immediately. Um, a gun is a game changer. And you don't have to be close to inflict harm on somebody with it. Um, a lot of people that carry weapons legally, they're not necessarily trained on how to utilize that weapon properly, or they don't understand the fundamentals of firearm safety. You're responsible for every round that comes out of that motherfucker. Before your target, after your target, each round, it doesn't just stop when it hits a person, it goes through. So it's dangerous. There's a lot of collateral that comes with using a firearm. Now, I shouldn't be overexcited when they see a weapon. Is it a cause for concern and more caution? Absolutely. Got somebody on, you got eyes on. Let one guy handle that situation. He can deal with it, calm it down, figure out what's going on. Obviously, this individual is emotional because his brother just got shot. Talk to the man like a human being. Talk to him, talk him out of it. Don't make the shit worse. You just start shooting. They just grabbed it. They made the situation worse. At one point, he's just standing there. Like, look, my man, I know you upset. We here. We got the security. I appreciate you trying to help out. But, bro, just make sure a little more comfortable for all of us so we can get your brother the help that he needs. Let me get that firearm for you real quick. And, we got security from here on out. I don't know, man. I just think it has to do with training as well. It, you can train every once in a while, but it's got to be more constant, more realistic, more practical, so you get used to that. And at the same time, training only takes you so far because you can train all day and when some shit pop off for real, and you're like, oh shit, it's real now. Then your mind will be a whole different way. You can only emulate stress to a certain extent that's not real. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find that median to where training, and you got to train often.
Okay, I can dig that. I can dig that because it seems like they get freaked out by a gun, but the gun is like it's in our constitution. This is our culture, right? Like just the fact that you have a gun doesn't mean that you're dangerous. It doesn't mean that you're a threat either. There's plenty of times of people where they go into other countries and there's people that are walking around with their weapon and you can't shoot them. You know what I'm saying? You can't disarm them. You know what I mean? Like that they have the right to carry that, but being here at home, it doesn't seem to fare well a lot of the time. So I'm gonna ask you, Black Sunflower, the same question. Why does it seem that most cops freak out at the mere sight of a gun?
In a sense, I feel like it also has to do with social media to me makes it seem like it's more of like demographics, like where they are. A lot of the shooting videos is placed in the hood. You get attention or around Black people, or I personally have not seen a video where somebody in like a nice neighborhood is getting gunned down by the police over a gun. I've never seen that.
So you just think
Can
like
you hear me?
yes, I heard you. So it seems of how they police and
Okay.
where they police at kind of a situation. How some places might be over
Yeah,
policed, for instance.
and right. And so like if you I'm sorry, I got ADD. Give me a second. So if you you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you talked about it a couple of episodes ago, like being on 10, where everybody is already on 10, especially after COVID, after all the protesting and all the rest of that, everybody's on 10. So I definitely feel like that has something to, it all plays into each other. And then on top of that, there isn't a lot of training, like not to get off of his topic, but the girl that fell out the car, who was having a mental breakdown. They were not trained to handle that, or they didn't use their training properly if they were. You know what I'm saying? So there was no talk down, there was no nothing. And I feel like some people I don't know, you look, yeah, that's it.
I'm looking. Okay, I'm looking. I hear you. All right, so
I heard you.
I hear you. Steve, man, yeah, because I guess it could be an issue of over policing certain areas, and just being and like Kay said, a lot of them seem to be scared from the beginning, from just or at least that's their defense. Because I don't know if you heard Dr. Richey, but he said they're going to have a defense, and I believe it's going to be I fear for my life. But again, it seems to be in a public, or I'm sorry, on a private location. being maybe his residence or something like that. So he had the right to have it. He had the right to have it in his hand. There was, as far as I seen, there was no pointing of at the cops or anything like that. So just the culture and all. Why does it seem that, you know, even though we have these rights and they are sworn to protect those rights, they do take an oath to protect those rights. Why does it seem that most cops seem to freak out at the mere sight of a gun?
Oh well, I was gonna say, in regards to it, that they're imperfect, man. They're mere human, just like the rest of us. Emotions, run rapid, and you know what I'm saying, like they said in the chat, like they scared, first of all, you know what I'm saying, they fear liability of certain situations, and they want to go home. They want to go home to their family too. So it's a lot of factors and a lot of emotions that's running through, their head. And I'm just speaking on just the military. You know what I'm saying? When you out in that situation, you know what I'm saying? One wrong trigger squeeze, you know what I'm saying? Like T said earlier, that bullet ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go through something, you know what I'm saying, especially depending on what you're shooting. So but like just looking at the video, it's sad, man. He dumped on him like 10 times. I mean, that I could see from the
Yeah.
video. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times he actually shot, but I know I counted at least 8 to 9 shots, and the dude wasn't even like pointed at him, or from what I can see. So I think it's just they need to be trained better, and it's hard to say, you know what I'm saying, but like in this situation, you know what I'm saying, the guy was tried as like just street justice, so to speak, and he was you know what I'm saying, guilty until proven innocent, so to speak. Like, yeah, he was inferior to his wife, but they should have had their SOP intact, or their standard operating procedures intact, recording it off the area, move everybody back, calm down the situation, and then, you know what I'm saying, go from there and call for backup and the paramedics if you need it. Because I didn't see one paramedic on scene. It was just cops there. So, like, I think the whole situation was messed up.
Man, I have to agree with you, man. And like you said, they want to go home, but I believe there's a lot of other people that want to go home as well. You know what I mean? Shoot, if I have an encounter with you, I want to go home too. Kay says they are scared than others that are not law enforcement have them. Wait. They are more scared that others that are not in law enforcement has them. So yes, that them being the gun. They seem to be fine with their buddies having it, but if you have one around them, they are not at all happy about that. Um, and I have to concur on that one. But yeah, so okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to the next question. And again, thank you guys for taking the time out to come on and show some love to your boy and for your boy for coming on to the podcast. I want to thank you all again. Thank you, Kay, for hitting them with the questions and the opinions, man. Keep it going, keep it going. All right, so the next one is going to be let me check this out real quick. What needs to happen to change the culture of policing? It seems like some of this stuff could be a culture issue of how they operate and how they move. Just as far as like, especially with certain high profile cases, like if you look at Breonna Taylor, how they just botched that whole thing, and how that was messed up, and how they also try to cover up, right? The whole policing police doesn't seem to work. So how do we change it? What needs to happen to change that culture? I'll give that to you, TERYL.
You're gonna have to change the motherfuckers who are police. Ultimately, because you get these people that are not from certain areas that might view certain situations as high threat. But for us, that's just regular every day. Like, we already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And but the hard part is getting motherfuckers that actually want to police in that area, um, for where you from. And I don't think it's just the active law enforcement that are like on the patrol, things like that. Black Sunflower was saying when she do her job, she'd be, PO for the youth. Shit, that's another step. You know what I'm saying? Redirecting these children that, obviously didn't have the best upbringing, or made some youthful misguided decisions, that really don't understand the consequences of their actions. I mean, that all plays a huge part. You just got to find people that want to help legitimately. But you also, like I said, it's gonna be difficult to find people. Me, I mean, I don't want to go back to the hood. I don't want to work there every day because it takes a toll on you mentally, physically. The shit is draining, and then you already feel like you've done stuff to get out of that situation, and then it's like you stuck there. It's tough, man. It's like a catch 22 almost.
Okay, man, I can definitely feel that, and I can agree with that as well. Yeah, change the people that's in there. Also maybe change some of the things that maybe how the covering up. Maybe change the penalties. If if you're getting slap on the wrist, maybe there's not much that can maybe it encourages that type of culture in that type of field. Maybe if you're not
Oh well,
being
hell
held
yeah,
accountable
because they just getting away with shit. They do what they want to do on camera.
on
You can
camera.
watch the whole thing, and then they just be like, "Oh, I fear for my life." Well, so did the motherfucker you was beating up, pointing gun at him, talking about stop resisting. Like, it's not human nature to just sit there and get your ass whipped and
Yes.
put your hands behind your back and let it continue. Shit ain't gonna happen.
No. No. You have a
Yeah,
self preservation.
yeah, and that's inherent in all of us.
Fight or
Nobody just
flight.
sit there and get their ass whipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you'll catch a lot of people that probably end up getting shot in the back because they just fight or flight. Either you're gonna resist or you're gonna flee. So that's a great point, Terrell. So Black Sunflower, I'm gonna bring it on to you. What needs to happen to change the culture of policing?
Um, to be honest, yeah, the same thing. Like people are taking jobs that they don't really, it's not in them. You know what I'm saying? Like teachers are being teachers and they don't want to be a teacher. So now, you know what I'm saying? They just watching these kids and letting them do whatever. These cops is the same way. Like that's not their passion. So their heart behind it is different. You got some people who are in there because they are racist, you know what I'm saying? Like hateful people and stuff like that. And I feel like maybe psychological testing often, because all the cop got to do is say, "Oh, I got PTSD." You know what I'm saying? Like counseling, stuff like that for them too, because they do. And it not to be against the police, because I'm not. I got a lot of friends who are officers, but they mentally they need help too. So maybe starting there, better training, stuff like that.
Okay, great, great, great. Yeah, I definitely agree with you, man. I think that they do have a stressful job, and nobody is anti-cop. I think a lot of people are anti-bad cop. So I think that
Yeah.
I think that you do have to weed that out because you keep talking about a few bad apples, but the whole barrel is full.
It
We need to redo
look,
something here. We need to change something
yeah.
and make something happen here. I think that
And
might be
definitely
to
the
you.
oh
Sorry, go ahead.
sorry.
No, no, no. Go ahead.
Definitely the consequences. You know, they're suspended. What is that?
Yes, with
what
pay, with pay,
what
with
is
pay.
that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
It's
Like
a vacation.
Really.
look, let me sign up then. Like if y'all
And you know what? I think again the culture, man. I think that if I guarantee you could probably think of a couple of jobs that if you wanted to abuse little children, what would you apply for? Right? You could be a priest, right?
yeah.
It fosters that type of thing. You would do something that involved being around those things, right? So if you wanted to mistreat
Mhm.
people and hurt people, and especially people of color, where would you go? You know what I'm saying? It would give you the cover to be able to do so. At least that's what I believe. So, Steve, I'm gonna ask you, man, what needs to happen to change the culture of policing?
Man, I say it should start from the top. To be honest, like, and, I totally agree with the panel on this one. As well. Have behavioral health specialists. What I'm saying, somebody escort the police on certain calls and so forth. But man, hey, get the governor out there, get the mayor, have them out there in the midst of it. Yeah, what I'm saying, like if it's a heavy situation, a major shootout or something like that, then yeah, get them up out of there or back them up, keep them in the back, but have them actually in the midst to show that they're actually um regulating and controlling the cops, because like you said, like was said earlier, like most of them are scared anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like the cops back in the day, that I came across, them motherfuckers wasn't scared, but they was doing other shit too. So you know what I'm saying? So they was just out there willy nilly, straight out of Vietnam type shit. But nowadays, you got, what I'm saying, you got old buddy that was in high school that was being bullied and shit. Now he got a badge and a gun. Now he want to go upside somebody's head. No, man. You know what I'm saying? No, it don't work like that. So I think they need to have somebody, like the superintendent of police, somebody out there with their ass, you know what I'm saying, on that front line, you know what I'm saying? Because the same situation is when you go to war, when we deployed it, or when the military deploys to certain countries, you know what I'm saying, you have that command out there. You might not have a general out there, but he close, you know what I'm saying, he in a radio call away type shit. So have them out there too, you know what I'm saying, so they can see what's going on out there. And that might, you know what I'm saying, like de-escalate a lot of situations, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. I think that I think you're definitely on there. And again, if you want to abuse power and inflict harm upon people, where would you go? You know what I'm saying? And have no accountability, where would you go? You know what I'm saying? If it gets too crazy, you can get transferred to another another location. Where would you go? You know what I'm saying? Like it's that crazy. So yeah, I think that you're absolutely right, man. They need to tighten up on everything that goes there. But that was the last question for that topic. I appreciate you guys again for coming through and showing some love, man. Thank each and every one of you guys. And Messiah had something to say. She said, frequent training, additional resources / division for mental health and rehabilitation. I think that we both, I think we talked about that on the previous podcast as well, as far as another agency to help with mental health cases and everything to prevent further loss of life. So yes, thank you for the comment, Ms. Zaya. All right, so we're going to keep it moving. We're going to go on to the next one. All right, so this is going to be out of Georgia. We're going to be listening to the DA and her describing. I'm not sure if a lot of you know that that I think it was Young Thug and somebody named Gunna, rappers that's in Atlanta, got hit up with a Rico case, and I think they said like 20 other people as well. So we're going to go through and listen to her, and then we're going to talk about this on the other side.
I said just a week or two ago, it does not matter what your notoriety is, what your fame is. If you come to Fulton County, Georgia, and you commit crimes, and certainly if those crimes are in furtherance of a street gang, that you are going to become a target. They are committing conservatively 75 to 80% of all of the violent crime that we are seeing within our community. These are serious times. They're serious allegations, and it is my opinion that violence in our community deserves maximum penalties. It is certainly a tool that I believe in, which is using RICO. The reason that I believe in it as a tool is it allows juries and the communities to see the complete picture of a crime so they can truly be educated and have facts to weigh when they're making decisions.
All right, so we heard what she had to say. Sorry, we heard what she had to say about the use of RICO and why she would use it and who she is using it on currently. So my question is, because is the way that she was talking, do you think that they are targeting everyone or just a group? What says you, Steve? Are they targeting everyone with this RICO, or are they just targeting a group?
I think they really just targeting a specific demographic. And I'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying, with the Triple K movement, throughout the United States down south, you know what I'm saying? I never heard of any of them getting indicted on anything, mob action rallying or anything like that. And they can walk through anybody's neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, and cause a ruckus and shit like that. But they say that, you know what I'm saying, that's freedom of speech type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I really believe that that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Keep that same energy when, across the board, when you're talking about, you know what I'm saying, RICO cases or these federal cases, You know what I'm saying? Because they've been doing it for years. And I get it, and I'm not saying that, Thug, you know what I'm saying, and Gunna didn't do the stuff that happened, you know what I'm saying, but keep that same energy, when you know what I'm saying, doing these laws, you know what I'm saying, abiding by the law and, across the United States, you know what I'm saying, don't, give a pass to certain ones, but target these rich motherfuckers because they got money and you trying to get money out of them because that's what it looked like, you know what I'm saying, that they're trying to pull money out of them. So you just keep that same energy because I bet if they tear down that Confederate memorial that's down there in, what's that, I think DeKalb, Georgia or something like that, I bet you them motherfuckers come out with their hoods and all, cross burning everything. You know what I'm saying? So keep that same energy.
Man, I had to agree with you on that one. Keep that same energy, and thank you for pointing that out too. Because I'm not saying that they don't deserve whatever it is, or that that they should or shouldn't be in the predicament at the end. All I'm saying is that are they exhibiting? Are they giving everyone the same treatment, or are they just targeting this one group? I'm gonna ask that to you again. I'm sorry, I'm gonna ask that to you, Black Sunflower.
I completely agree with Steven. I definitely believe that it is, when she says gangs, she's not talking about everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's already, yeah, that's one demographic of people.
Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Huh?
That's it.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain.
I think she's saying that's where that
The
monument is.
Confederate
Oh, okay. I
Memorial
was
Park
lost
is.
in it.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I
Kay.
think
'Cause
I
I was
said
lost.
DeKalb. I think I said DeKalb, Georgia, not DeKalb County.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I
I appreciate
appreciate you
that.
keeping us on the toes and keeping us honest around here. Yes. Stone Mountain. Okay. Yes. So, same question to you as well, Terrell. Do you feel like they are targeting everyone or just a group?
You when you say that, you talking about specifically this mayor and everybody from Fulton County because
Yes,
they
I'm
only
talking
have a
about
certain
her.
jurisdiction, so they can only target the people. I'm not familiar with their demographic, but I mean I can assume that that's all they really, it's mostly African Americans, um, and I think that's all they got to target really for their organized crime. I mean, fuck, if these people doing 75 to 80% of all violent crimes, I mean, get them motherfuckers out of there. If there's other organizations that's doing the same thing, then yeah, they're not necessarily gonna speak on that shit now. But I don't have too much background information on what other, because she said she had like four other Rico cases. I don't know who she. I know she said she did one on YFN or something
YFN.
like that.
Yes.
But I think these motherfuckers do it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? We got freedom of speech, yeah, but I mean, that don't make freedom of consequences. Like, bro, you shouldn't be. But that's part of the game. That's the life they want to live. That's all part of the game.
Okay.
Hey, you gotta play the game. Don't get caught. You get caught, that's your ass. Don't. Oh, help me. That shit
Yeah.
corny to me.
Yes. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, the thing is that also because I noticed it with Kamala Harris, the
Mhm.
Madam Vice President, um, that when she was, I believe she was a DA as well. And it seems that, especially, I don't know if especially, but I noticed with like, people of color seem to sometimes go hard on other people of color when they're in that position. I
Mhm.
don't know if it's to be like, hey, look, I'm tough on crime too, but they seem to go really, really hard on people that often look like them. So I want to pose the question to you, Terrell. Um, are poor communities low hanging fruit for aspiring politicians?
Of course, it's easy. It's easy work. We already in in low income situations. Um, Motherfuckers don't have the money to get proper lawyers and defense things like that. They getting public defenders, and nothing against public defenders. You know what they do is dope, but they're not going to be our retainer for $1 million a year that these these rich people do. Um, it's just easy. People in low income communities, minorities, it's easy pickings, man.
Okay, okay. Thank you for sharing that view. Also, same question to you, Black Sunflower. Like I said, sometimes it seems like they, uh, poor communities may be, um, targeted and for them to hold up and tout their numbers on how many numbers they done gave out. Do you think that that poor communities are low hanging fruits for aspiring politicians?
Yeah, I definitely do. Um, I feel like if they can make an example and make it seem like, they saved that the day, you know what I'm saying? Then they'll do that because I feel like in poor communities, a lot of the times they have to take matters into their own hands, and that's why the crime rate is so high, and sometimes well, mainly it's just a lot of people just being stupid. But I feel like if they can say, well, like Bush with Katrina, like, oh, I went out here and I fixed it. You know what I'm saying? Like they can do that. They saved the day. Like,
Okay, okay. I hear what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. And I'm gonna move on to you, Steve. So same question. Like I said, I brought up Kamala because I know that she put people in prison. Probably gave some big numbers for weed, and then goes on the Breakfast Clubs and says, "Ha ha ha! I smoke weed. I like Snoop Dogg, right?" Um, but she's now the vice president of the United States, and I'm pretty sure, touted her numbers of incarceration and how she was tough on crime. Are poor communities low hanging fruit for aspiring politicians, in your opinion?
I really, I really feel that that the poor community or the urban community is a low hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying, for the politicians, because it. I put it like this: after the civil rights movement, and I'm dating myself again, but after the civil rights movement, you know what I'm saying, then we had the Reagan Act, and what came with Reagan? Crack. So you know what I'm saying, and guns, shipments of guns, like some military artillery shit that you wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying, you can't even go to the store and get half of these damn guns that they dropping off in the hood. So I really think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's very targeted by these politicians. That's how they making their money.
Okay, but did you say the Civil War? Is that what you said?
Civil Rights Act.
Civil
Or civil
Rights Act.
rights.
You was in the
Hey,
Civil Rights Act, my guy?
hey, huh? You said what?
You was in the Civil Rights
He
Act?
literally,
No,
he
I'm just
literally
saying,
fought for
right
your
after,
freedom, my brother.
right after the Civil Rights Act, my nigga. I'm saying,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
right after
but
that
you
shit,
said it like you was
you
in it,
know.
man. I'm dating
No,
myself.
I'm just speaking for my ancestors. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
4 scores
You
and
know,
7 years ago, I'm
man,
really
it was.
dating myself. I
Got his
kid,
first
man.
musket kill.
No, I appreciate that, man. We got a Jack Hartley. One square looks like a
Hey, man,
like,
I'm about to block
I'm
this dude,
blind.
bro. I'm
Yo,
about to block this
he
dude
is
on my
on
mama.
one. And the three strikes law, Steve. Yes, Steve. That was from Kay. Said the three strikes laws as well did not do people of color any favor at all.
See, I got somebody from my
Hell
era in
no.
here. Thank you.
Yes. Oh man, I accidentally did that. I did not mean to bring that up. All right, so we're gonna keep on pushing. I did have Vanessa. She did jump in here, and then she jumped out. So hopefully she'll be able to come back in, and we'll be able to chop it up with her. But we only have I think this is the last question in regards to this. But being that she says this is her favorite tool to use, which is the Rico. I don't know if y'all know, but somebody was calling Georgia asking to find a certain amount of numbers in regards to an election, as well as some people who I believe they had video of them coming into a place where maybe a voting machine had got hacked or whatever. So being that this is her tool, her favorite tool to use, will she use the Rico tool to indict or charge ex-President Trump and his staffers for meddling in the election in Georgia? I'm gonna send that
Fuck
one to
no.
TERYL. Sorry.
No, she can't. She a mayor. She don't want that smoke.
She's.
And even
I'm
think
sorry.
about it, that, I don't, that,
She has
or
already.
DA, whatever.
He's already on her radar. I believe I don't know if she's already put paperwork out on him or not, but
You
he is on the
know,
radar for that.
you got to understand them type of laws is made for poor people, and I'm not talking about rich people with a little bit of money like these, rappers and got a couple million. But these people got money and power to move laws and things like that. You not even. I mean, you look at corporations the same way. But before I get distracted, think about it. That shit don't fall into the RICO Act because RICO is what racketeering, influence, some criminal organizations or something like that. I don't think that falls under. It'd have to be something else. But no, she don't got the power to do that.
So you don't think
And
she would
good
have the
luck.
power to
Nope.
indict him
Hell no. It's
over?
just like corporations. When corporations get in trouble, they get fined money. Or when people in power get in trouble, they get forced to retire. Don't nobody go to jail.
Okay, all right. There it
They
is then.
get disciplined. Like, oh, you can't run for this office. You can't do that. All right, man, you did 30 years. We're gonna force you to retire, but you still get all your benefits and get paid. We're just gonna send you early vacation. That's all that
Okay.
is.
Okay. Well, if at all possible, if she could use the RICO tool to indict Trump or the or his staffer for meddling in the election in Georgia, do you think that she would if she had the capabilities, Black Sunflower?
That's a tough one. Um, I think she should, but like he said, what can you do? Especially on Trump. Trump is getting away with everything. Like
I
that
have to.
man, you could try. The fuck?
All right. Slippery salamander. Steve, I'm gonna go ahead and take it to you. If it was possible for her to hit them with the RICO or use her RICO tool, as she says, do you think she would use it against Trump and his staffers for mailing in the election in Georgia?
Hey, like everybody else said, she could try. She could try, but you know what I'm saying? He an ex-president. Shit, that's Senate and Congress. I think that, you know what I'm saying, that judge the presidents, maybe they can cut off him getting paid as a president the rest of his life or something like that, mess with his money a little bit. But I doubt it if he'll fall into a fucking RICO act.
Okay,
He
but
don't need that
again,
money no way. He won't
well,
even
he's
take no
not. But he's
salary.
not president either. He's not president
Right, but
anymore.
you know, they get a life sum, you know what I'm saying? Like as long as they
Mhm.
live, they still
Mhm.
get some type of financial profit from being a president or something like that.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying? So,
okay, all right.
you know, I think she could probably mess with that type of money, but I don't think it would fall into a RICO case though. Hell no.
All right, bet that then. Well, speaking of Trump, we're going to go ahead and get into our final subject here. Let me check the time. Okay, we're going to get into this final subject real quick, and we're going to let you guys go. This is another Dr. Richey from TYT, Undisputable. Dr. Richey. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video, and then we're going to come back on the other side. Copy.
In the final months of his presidency, Donald Trump ordered nuclear energy to be tested on the moon by 2027, as well as the development of nuclear-powered spacecraft. A document describing a foreign government's military defenses, including its nuclear capabilities, was found by FBI agents who searched former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence. Some of the seized documents, ladies and gentlemen, detail top secret U.S. operations so closely guarded that many senior national security officials are kept in the dark about them. What is it that he stole? I don't know. Nobody knows exactly what he stole, but damn, obviously is extremely secretive. But once again, if Trump declassified the information, that means it would be declassified for all of us. We could have access to it, but we do not because it's not declassified.
All right, as he said, this information is not declassified. So I don't know if you heard, but there was like I know about the secret clearance. I had a secret clearance. There's a top secret clearance. Apparently, there's a tippy top secret clearance as well. There's a lot of secret clearances that happen here. So my first question to you guys is going to be: has anyone learned as much as I have about the working of government while Trump was in office? Because I have learned a lot. Has anybody else learned as much? I'll start with you, Terrell.
No.
Plain and
I
simple.
feel
No.
like only because I'm still a little active with government. as far as work and shit like that. So I'm pretty current on that type of stuff. So it's all kind of stuff that I'm familiar with and still do on a regular basis.
All right, bet that, bet that. So I never knew. I always under the assumption that if you got impeached, you was out of there. Apparently, that wasn't. So that was something that I had learned from him. What about you, Black Sunflower? Have you have you learned? Is it just me, or have you learned as much
Look,
while he's been in
I
there?
just learned something, Faison. I say yeah. But at the same time, like dealing with Trump is like you don't know what's true and what's not, but he do be spilling some Tito. Okay, I'm not even gonna stuff stuff that we probably should know. Like
Oh, yeah. So same question is gonna go to you, Steve. Man, I have learned so much of how the government works, thanks to former President Trump. Man, have you as well picked up anything that you may have not known during his tenure in or out?
Hey, I just put it like this: my trust factor has diminished. You know what I'm saying? Like since he been in power, like anybody with the title president, like I just don't trust him because it's like, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist like I said on the last podcast, but it's always something else going on to hide the fact of what's going on that's on television, on TV programming. Um, it's always something going on. Like he said in the damn video, like they didn't even no news outlet brought this up about the I want to say like of so many classifications and how he got the documents or how he had these particular things put into place or whatever. Like what I'm saying, stuff on the moon and all this other shit. Like he talking about like Dave Chappelle, he made fun of this shit talking about Mars and shit, but this motherfucker really trying to do stuff, like putting stuff on the moon and stuff like that. So the media didn't bring none of that shit up at all. So what I'm saying, there's always something being hidden in the background, on stuff that's going on in the foreground. So I don't believe shit. I don't trust shit.
I think it was Bibbles
Hey,
for
but
shibbles. Bibbles for shizzle.
hey, but listen though, what this motherfucker finna do on the moon, bro? What do you know that we don't? Who we finna get into some funk with?
Man,
exactly, got you raising eyebrows.
but could
You
it
know
be
what I'm
that, or
saying?
could it
Like,
be
bro, you
that
finna
just
put some
because
shit on the moon?
he wants to put his name on everything? Could that be a thing that he wants to do something? Because again, he bought the freaking Space Force. Did we really need a Space Force? I don't know.
It's a
Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't.
distraction.
Absolutely.
But he
It's a
definitely put together.
distraction.
He definitely put together. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he has inside information that
Yeah, that's what I
we
was about
don't.
I
to
mean,
say.
the
Maybe
space.
he knows some shit we don't. Trump it look, as much as I don't disagree with everything that man does, but some of the shit be like, okay, well, why? Like Trump is low key one of us. Like he ain't one of us, but he is one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm one
what's
of a
going
kind. I
on,
don't know what
Trump?
you're
Tell
talking
us. Cause
about.
you
I'm
know
one of
he
a
gonna tell
kind.
us. He Marcus don't know he not.
I'm one of a kind, baby. Ain't nobody like me. But
Nah,
yeah, go
shit,
ahead.
matter
I'm
of
sorry, I
fact,
cut you off.
Trump, Trump do what he want to do. I call him Donnie T.
Donnie
My man
T.
Donnie T. Yeah, he do what he want to do, man. And the Space Force, I feel like that was already a part of the Air Force anyway. They just made a different division because everything that was space related, the Air Force handled. So they probably just made a different little section, got their own funding, shit like that, whatever. The motherfuckers still wear the same uniforms and they got their little photon phasers or whatever, just in case we get into some funk with ET. But
But ever since you hear more stuff about like the meteors and stuff coming to Earth and stuff like that, and I'm sure they've been coming, but you didn't hear about it till Space Force. Now all of a sudden we need it, you know.
Yeah.
So look,
Decepticons.
Another Decepticons.
right.
We gonna be out here with Tyrese
But we
fighting
look around and find
Decepticons.
that it's real,
Telling you, bro. Uh, hey, and they
Yo.
released footage like they acknowledge it, like yeah, it's actually it's some other stuff out there. It's confirmed.
Oh, he said he probably embezzling. Ooh, the money
So
from their programs. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. And K
hey,
agree.
but who ain't?
But you know what? They're I wouldn't be too surprised because a lot of times they do open up stuff and because they promise people certain, they'll be first dibs to be the people that the contractor that they go to or whatever. So
Bro,
it's
look at the war.
yeah, yeah,
Bush was in office. KBR, all of them companies. Who owned them shit? Dick Cheney. They own all of them companies that was out there making billions of dollars.
yeah, yeah. Space Force is mainly a cyber jobs, nothing to do with outer space. Yeah.
They don't know what he's talking about. Who is that guy?
Jack Hard Lee. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna go ahead and go to the next question. Thank you again for your thoughtful answers as well. So we're gonna so my next question is that okay? So now you know that they're saying that he had these documents. He wasn't supposed to have the documents. He's supposed to get the documents back. He didn't want to give all the documents back. They had to come raid him, take the rest of them, right? So now he's in a situation of where I can't remember if it was it wasn't espionage, was it? They were trying to charge him with something. Was it espionage?
Espionage.
That was it. Okay, so they're trying to charge him with espionage. If and I think I know where you stand, TERYL, but if this is true, should they charge him? I'm gonna start with you, TERYL. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, bro, listen to me. Espionage, that's a different ball game right there. That's like the downfall. You plotting on the downfall of putting the country in jeopardy. But I don't. Who just said something? Somebody. It's all money. So I feel like they only gonna espionage enough to
Okay.
get their money up. Because if the shit fall, they ain't finna get no paper. As far as declassifying documents, just because it's declassified does not mean that everyone will have access to it. That's not how that shit works. And if you do have access to it, I don't know if you ever seen a declassified document, bro, 80-90% of that shit is redacted. So you just get some bullshit and you can't tell what's in there any daggone way. They know what they doing by the type of information that they release.
But again, I believe that that's his form or Trump's way of saying you can't catch me because I declassified it. I think that's
I
his
mean,
defense.
he's trying it. I feel like even though it might be, I don't know, I still feel like they should do it just to push it. It can't be. I don't know how it's gonna end. Probably nothing spectacular.
Yeah.
But I still, bro, because if it was me when I was at E4 and I accidentally took home, not even secret, if it just said confidential on my love, and I was like, man, I'm just going to drop this off tomorrow. Shit, I'll be in trouble
I would have to agree with
immediately.
you. Immediately.
So, and that type of clearance, you don't understand the type of clearances, bro. You got your for official use only, confidential, secret, and secret clearances depending on what department you're in. You got different departments. Secret clearances give you different access to different departments. Just because I have a secret in this department, it's not equal to this department. I don't have access to their information. So even if you have certain clearances, you still everything is a need to know. So it's not if you got secret, you got access to all secret information. It's all need to know. It's just you have this clearance, so in that specific job responsibilities, whatever's secret and passed in that, you can have access to. I can't just be like, hey fam, I got a top secret clearance, single scope. Hey, let me get some information on here that I don't have nothing to do with.
Yeah. I had to put that up there. Yes. So, moving on. Black Sunflower Jakar says you still in E4. I had to put that one up there for you, my guy. So if it is true, and they say no man is above the law, should he be charged?
Hell yeah. That nigga is putting everybody, everybody in danger. Like we over here talking about the Chinese, y'all mad because Chinese getting your information and stuff like this. Like he's putting everybody, former president, like
Well, again, we don't
like
know.
thank you for your support.
We don't necessarily know because we don't know what information he has. I think it was rumored that he had allies or somebody's nuclear weapon capabilities. But we don't know specifics about what he has.
That ain't enough.
I'm not saying it
That
is.
ain't
I ain't
enough.
saying it is. I'm just simply just reporting that
Like,
we don't have all the facts on if we are in if he's endangering us or not. But I see your point and I agree where you're coming from, Steve. I'm gonna have to ask you, my guy, if this is true, should he be charged?
Man, in the words of Uncle Ruckus, that nigga's guilty. He guilty. Hey, try him just like any other nigga you would on the street. Try him because he guilty.
He guilty. Which I mean, because it's the documents, man, and just the fact of what they have in there, and like Tara was saying, the different levels of security and all those things. I believe I heard ex-Secretary Clinton talking about the process of how she would have to get information, and it basically came with a guy with the handcuff on his wrist and on a briefcase, and they, showed it to her. She signed the documents saying that she's seen it. He puts it back in the briefcase, and they take it back to wherever it's supposed to go. That is the normal procedure. This is supposedly unnormal for him to be able to take it. Granted, he should be able to have that that at his fingertips when he is president, but for as far as it leaving out, he shouldn't be able to do that. So my third and final question to each and every one of you guys, I'm going to go ahead and start with Steve first. Steve, should there be a better safeguard to protect such documents?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it's it's levels to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like T said earlier, in regards to it, like you just even if you have a clearance, you don't have access to certain information. You know what I'm saying? You got to be specific or specified for this particular documentation. But it looked like he's still working with somebody on the inside. So yeah, definitely. It should be a better way to safeguard, to protect, and protect his information. Because like Black Sunflower said earlier, shit, he putting everybody's life in danger. Everybody, shit.
Allegedly, because we don't know. I just have to say we don't know. But Black Sunflower, I have to ask you the same question, man. Like I said, the whole processes of getting information and putting it back to where it was supposed to be, the documents and everything. Should there be a better safeguard to protect such documents, in your opinion?
Yeah, and I feel like the fact that Trump was able to do this, there needs to be something reworked. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to up it or something, because Trump come in here, he act the fool, he do what he want to do. What kind of example does that set for everybody else who comes after him?
That is a great point, because we seem to be a lot of things seem to be precedent, right? Whenever you come in, you show your tax returns. That's all precedent, right? Those are the things that people done beforehand, but we don't necessarily have any laws that says you need to do those things. That's how he was able to get out of showing his tax returns. So being that, should there be any safeguard? Because again, man, I think I would have. I never stepped in the library again because I'm afraid somebody's going to charge me for my green eggs and ham. But he has top secret documents. Should he be able, or should there be a better safeguard, TERYL, to protect such documents, in your opinion, sir?
I mean, I don't know how, but if you think about, they make it sound like it might be easy to do. It's not, bro. To get that type of documentation, even bro, just to get regular confidential secret information, it's not easy to do unless you in there. And then you got protocols in there already. You just got to get better people. I think it's a people thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the laws or not laws, but the rules and regulations that are in place make shit hella difficult. And then president got a lot of pull, man. And, it's just the people in there. I think it's already strict enough. The shit difficult as fuck. Go try to get you something right now. Google it right now.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt that for the average Joe it is difficult, and for the president it should be easy. But I'm talking as far as on the transition on the way out. Should there be some type of safeguard to prevent somebody from taking tippy top
I
G14
promise you there
classified
is
documents?
one. I guarantee you
Yeah.
there is one.
So
I
you
know
think
there has to be
It's
one.
somebody else dropped the ball somewhere, wasn't doing their job properly
Yeah.
and all the rest of that.
you know what? It's funny
Or
that you
they
said
in
that.
on it. They're just doing illegal shit.
It's funny that
Yeah.
you
I
guys
want to
said
see
that.
who risked that. I want to see
Because
who risked
Trump
that
came
the
in and did
briefcase
what
was
he wants
attached
to.
to.
So anybody following him is gonna do what the fuck they want to. Like,
Oh, they fanatics.
Huh?
They don't care what. They're fanatics. They don't care what Trump do. They don't care. They're
Right.
gonna support him.
Right.
They don't care.
And
Miss
that's what really makes him a dangerous man. Like
Miss Zaya
that
said
man could he's not even that damn smart. Like
Zaya says they not letting me take nothing but my belongings if I leave my job. This is the
that's
government.
it, that's all. Clear your desk and get out. That's it. Like
And I do have to agree with both you, TERYL, and Sunflower that yes, I believe that there had to have been an inside job to allow this to happen, because if it was any other person on their way out, this wouldn't have happened. So with that
Hey,
said, my ladies
before we
and
go, can I just?
what's that?
I just want to say, in regards to this, this shit probably gonna be like a super unpopular opinion, but I honestly don't fucking care.
All right,
I
man. I
don't. But I
appreciate.
just. I don't care. Like, all right, it's fucked up, but I got other shit to worry about, man. I got hella bills. I need to make sure my family good. I don't. Somebody gonna take
yeah.
care of it. Me personally, I don't care. I don't live in that world, man. I don't have any direct say or effect to it. It's a lot of shit that's fucked up that's going on that I can put my better time to, or make some type of change or effect. But with that type of shit, they'll deal with it however they deal with it, and it'll be disappointing in the end. And then I'm
Mm-hmm.
still gonna have to go to work, and they're still gonna take
Right.
36% of my taxes out of my
Awesome, awesome.
paycheck.
Awesome sauce. Thanks for sharing that, Debbie Downer. I would like to thank everybody for coming in and having a great time. And I would definitely like to give a special thanks to yes, we're done, Vanessa. I would like to give a special thanks to TERYL for coming in. I would like to give a special thanks for Black Sunflower for coming in. And I would like to thank Steve for never leaving, man. I appreciate you. Thank each and every one of y'all for coming through. I'm gonna let it off one time, and I will catch y'all later. Thanks a lot for the also for the people coming through the stream. Zion, Messiah, Jackhart, K. I'm sorry. Yeah, K. Thank you, each and every one of y'all that came in and said something. Thank you so much, and I'll catch y'all next time. Zip it up and zip it out.